Hi, Adam. Hi, Jesus. Do you talk a story today? Today, Adam, you and the kid watching are going to try and guess the story. Do you recognize this scene? Do you know which story this is? Awesome. Now, let's listen to the whole story together.
Jacob loved Joseph very much and gave him a special, colorful tunic. This made Joseph's brothers jealous, and they often argued with him. Joseph also had special dreams, which made his brothers even more envious. One night, Joseph dreamed that his brothers' bundles of wheat bowed down to his. In another dream, even the sun, moon, and stars bowed to him. He told his brothers these dreams, and they grew even angrier. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers, who were tending the sheep far away. When his brothers saw him coming, they plotted to hurt him.
Hey, it's me, Leo, and the one who tells all these amazing Bible stories just for you. And guess what? You can read them too. In a real book you can hold, flip, and even smell. It's like carrying a little piece of the adventure with you. You can get the ebook as a coloring version to print at home for a small symbolic price, or order the printed one straight to your house through Kindle. Dear parents, this is a volunteer project made with love, designed to help children learn God's Word, foster a love for reading, and support our ongoing mission. It's super easy. Just check the link in the description and read along with me. Now that you know, let's continue with the story.
"Let's throw him into a pit and tell our father that a wild animal ate him," they said. But Reuben, the oldest brother, secretly planned to save Joseph later. While Joseph was in the pit, a group of traders passed by. Judah suggested they sell Joseph to the traders instead of hurting him. The brothers agreed and sold Joseph for 20 pieces of silver. The brothers dipped Joseph's tunic in goat's blood and brought it to their father. Jacob was heartbroken, thinking a wild animal had killed his beloved son. Meanwhile, in Egypt, Joseph was sold to Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard. Joseph worked hard and was honest, and Potiphar trusted him completely. But Potiphar's wife falsely accused Joseph of doing something wrong, and Joseph was thrown into prison, even though he was innocent. Even in prison, Joseph remained hopeful and kind. He interpreted the dreams of two fellow prisoners, the cupbearer and the baker. Joseph correctly predicted that the cupbearer would be released and returned to Pharaoh's service, but the baker would not be so lucky. The cupbearer forgot about Joseph until Pharaoh had troubling dreams that no one could interpret. Then, the cupbearer remembered Joseph's gift. Joseph was brought before Pharaoh, and he listened to Pharaoh's dreams about cows and grain. With God's help, Joseph knew what they meant. There will be 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine, Joseph explained. Store extra grain during the good years to prepare for the bad. Pharaoh was impressed by Joseph's wisdom and made him governor of Egypt. Joseph was in charge of gathering and storing grain during the years of plenty. Just as Joseph had predicted, the 7 years of plenty ended, and a severe famine struck the land. People everywhere were hungry. People came from all over to buy grain from Egypt, for Joseph had wisely stored it away. Even Joseph's brothers came from Canaan. Joseph recognized his brothers, but they did not recognize him, for he was now dressed in fine Egyptian clothes and looked much older. Joseph tested his brothers to see if they had changed. He accused them of being spies and asked about their family back in Canaan. Joseph asked them to bring their youngest brother Benjamin to Egypt to prove they were telling the truth. He kept one of his brothers as a hostage. When the brothers returned with Benjamin, Joseph was overjoyed to see his younger brother. He could no longer hide his feelings. Joseph revealed himself to his brothers. At first, they were terrified, but Joseph said, "Do not be afraid. God sent me here to save you." Joseph forgave his brothers for what they had done. He understood that God had a plan, even through the difficult times. Joseph invited his father Jacob and all their families to come live in Egypt, where there was plenty of food. They accepted with joy. Jacob and his family settled in Egypt and lived there happily, with Joseph taking care of them. Joseph's story teaches us that even when bad things happen, we can trust that God has a plan and that forgiveness is always possible.
Wow. Amazing story, my child. Every story you hear brings you closer to the truth. Keep listening, keep growing, and always walk in faith. New journeys are coming soon. Ask your parents to join you. I'll be waiting for you in the next story.